Coming up on First at 4, the supreme leader of Iran is vowing revenge against Israel after Hamas's top political leader was killed. We'll have the latest on the tensions in the Middle East. Plus, there is still time for college students to get financial aid. What you need to know about filling out your FAFSA.
And we have a line of showers and thunderstorms just to the north and west of us, so we'll time that out coming up in a few minutes.
Dedicated to eastern and southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News First at 4.
Good afternoon, I'm Steve Hensley. First at 4, strong thunderstorms and heavy rain causing issues again across the Commonwealth today on this First Alert Weather Day. Let's send it over to meteorologist Eric Dean for the latest. Eric.
All right, good afternoon, Steve. Good afternoon, everybody. Yeah, we are keeping an eye on a line of showers and thunderstorms pushing its way through Kentucky at this hour. Here's the latest now with live pinpoint Doppler radar, and all is quiet right now across eastern Kentucky. But we take a look here off towards the north and west, towards the Louisville area, where we're seeing a lot of lightning, a lot of heavy rain being picked up. You can see portions of Oldham County down to E-Town. You can see that line that's pushing its way through at that time, but making its way into the Lexington area probably for the next hour, hour and a half. And then this other line here across portions of I-65 between Jackson and Jennings County, a little bit of Scott County in Indiana. This is another one that we'll be keeping an eye on as we go throughout the evening and overnight hours as that line of showers and thunderstorms pushes its way through eastern Kentucky. With that being said, that area is under a severe thunderstorm watch until 8 o'clock this evening. The First Alert Weather Team will be keeping an eye on the conditions to see if we go under a severe thunderstorm watch throughout the evening and overnight hours. We still have that flash flood watch in effect until Thursday at 5 a.m. for Campbell, Claiborne, Lee County, Virginia, as well as Wise County. Again, that is a flood watch until 5 a.m. Right now, we have temperatures in the 70s and 80s. Overnight lows will be in the 60s and 70s. I'll have the complete First Alert forecast coming up in a few minutes. Steve.
All right, sounds like it could be a nasty evening, Eric. Thank you. Tensions are rising in the Middle East after a top Hamas leader was killed in an airstrike in Tehran early today. Ismail Haniyeh, who led the group's political wing from exile in Qatar, was a key negotiator for a ceasefire and hostage release deal with Israel. As CBS's Michael George reports from New York, the assassination puts any potential agreement in jeopardy.
Palestinians protested in the West Bank after one of Hamas' most senior leaders was killed in a pre-dawn airstrike in Iran. No one claimed responsibility for the attack on Ismail Haniyeh in Tehran, but Iran and Hamas accused Israel.
We are continuing to urge restraint to all parties to avoid an escalation into a wider regional conflict.
Haniyeh, who had just attended the inauguration of the Islamic Republic's new president, was the top Hamas negotiator in talks to end the Gaza war.
I think nothing takes away from the importance of, as I said a moment ago, getting to the ceasefire, which is manifestly in the interests of the hostages and bringing them home. It's manifestly in the interests of Palestinians who are suffering terribly every single day.
Israel vowed to kill Haniyeh and other Hamas leaders after about 1,200 people were killed and some 250 others taken hostage on October 7th.
I think it's too soon to know what any of these reported events could mean for the ceasefire deal.
The airstrike in Iran comes after Fuad Shukr, a top Hezbollah commander, was hit in an Israeli strike in Lebanon.
Israel is right to hit the leaders and masterminds of terrorism, organizations bent on the destruction of the Jewish state, anytime, anywhere.
On the streets of Tel Aviv, Israelis welcomed the news.
It's good news for Israel, for the world.
Israel says the Hezbollah commander was behind the weekend rocket attack that killed 12 young people at a soccer field in the Golan Heights. Michael George, CBS News.
Iran's supreme leader vowed revenge against Israel. In April, an Israeli airstrike killed 3 of Haniyeh's sons and 4 of his grandchildren. There is still time for future or returning college students to fill out their FAFSA for the 2024-25 school year. Due to nationwide changes to the federal financial aid application, officials say there have been delays and glitches leading to a decrease in students applying. Officials with the Kentucky Higher Education Assistance Authority are encouraging students to still finish their application. KIA Outreach Counselor Cassie Benedict says each College may have different deadlines, but a state deadline has not passed.
The students can fill out the FAFSA anytime. If they want to start school on August 14th, if they want to start college August 14th, they can fill out the FAFSA on August 13th. Of course, that's going to result in a delay of getting notification from their college about aid offers and things like that, but it doesn't really close.
Benedict says even if students think they will not be eligible for financial aid, they should still apply. Coming up at 6, we hear more about the changes made to the FAFSA application. Hazard Community and Technical College created the University Center of the Mountains in 2004. The program gives students the opportunity to earn a bachelor's, master's, or doctoral degree at HCTC. While the degree would be awarded by the UCM partner university, the student would take the classes on the campus of HCTC. Earlier this month, the UCM named Tammy Duff as its new director.
We're looking at exploring avenues to start new partnerships, especially as we continue to see new opportunities be created for our region. So that's what I'm looking forward to, however that may look.
Duff adds she hopes to build relationships with young people in the community. She wants them to feel encouraged and inspired by the UCM as they enter higher education. Coming up on First at 4, Team USA giving show-stopping performances in gymnastics. We'll recap some of the big moments from the Paris Olympics.
And in the world of weather, we are keeping an eye on a line of showers and thunderstorms that's pushing through portions of Kentucky. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. Stay with us.